Oh my gosh, and what do we have up here? I think we have belted galloways. First 5k of today's Dartmoor Classic training ride complete, which is all uphill. I haven't actually finished the hill yet. Another 2k to the top of the hill, but it's already 23 degrees. It's supposed to get up to 27 today, 28. This is a particularly brutal ride because it's 60k, but it's 1,300 meters of elevation. Alright, made it to the top of the HEATWAVE climb. Took the Ilsington route, just because less traffic, but actually there's nobody up here. It's Bank Holiday Monday, I think everyone is at the beach because it's so hot. As a tough climb, a 7-kilometre climb. But look, we've got cows in the road. Love a bit of Dartmoor. See a lot of that on the Dartmoor Classic. Just 2 cows and 2 calves walking up this 20-something% hill. I've made it much more over to the western side of the moor now, which is quite different in the sense that it's like these massive rolling moorland hills, and the east is like that too, but I don't know, it just feels wilder up here. Coffee time. Well, 32 kilometres into this route, have done, I don't know, but most of the elevation gain. So I've done 9 out of the 12 hills. Must have done 1,000 metres of elevation gain by now. This route uses a lot of the roads that the Dartmoor Classic will use, and they're just... It all depends on the weather as well. Like today is really hot, which is really hard, but it's often really windy up here, and you have these long, slow slogs up massive rolling hills, and they can get really tricky. What's important though is just to remember to eat. I think that's what I really struggle with, is to remember to keep eating and drinking the whole way. Oh my gosh, and what do we have up here? I think we have belted galloways. The cows and the lambs really slow the traffic down in summer. I mean, any time of year really, but obviously there's far more tourists on the moor in summer who aren't used to seeing them, although to be fair, I live here and I slow down for them because they are so cute. But everyone is just so amazed by them, and they are lovely. All the baby animals today. I think this is the second wind of all of them, sheep, cows, ponies, they've all had offspring in the last couple of weeks after the initial March round. What can I say? That was a hot ride, but you know what? It has actually made me feel slightly better about the Dartmoor Classic, because I think that ride took about 4.5 hours, not including a cream tea stop at Postbridge. Highly recommend. It is absolutely ludicrous. I mean, the scones on this occasion weren't very good, but for a hungry cyclist, slathered in Rodder's clotted cream, perfect. It's made me feel slightly better because we have the whole day to do the Dartmoor Classic. So there was only another 600-700 meters involved in the Dartmoor Classic and another 40 kilometers. So why is my neighbor always mowing his lawn? So the Dartmoor Classic would be 600-700 meters more, it would be another 40 kilometers, and hopefully it won't be a heat wave. But I think that's manageable. In general, there are a couple of climbs in the Dartmoor Classic that aren't really climbs, they are push your bike up, because they're like over 20%. I'm pretty sure there's one that's 25%. I'm sure there's a 25% marker on that hill, which is the Holm Hill. And yeah, I mean, I'll be walking up that regardless. Like, what is the point in even trying to cycle it? So there are going to be really tough bits. It's front loaded, like this ride was. And the last 20k of the Dartmoor Classic is undulating but mainly downhill. So if you look at it like that, yeah, I don't know. I think the main thing is going to be, what's the weather doing? Dartmoor, it could be hailing, it could be blowing an absolute gale. It could be boiling hot, it could be perfect weather, it could be sleet, it could be sideways rain. There's nothing I can do about that, and there's nothing I can't prepare for that really. But I feel like this training ride gave me a little bit more confidence. We'll see. Thanks for coming with me on this one, and I will see you next week.